I got a call from a 60 Minutes producer who said, I want to do a piece on teaching television in colleges and universities. Are you interested? I said, well, sure, but not if it's going to be a hatchet job. I said, no, it'll be fine. And I didn't hear anything from him for a while, and he came back. He says, I pitched the story again, and we're going to do it, so can we set up a time? We did. He said, Morley Safer will be doing the piece, and we'll want to interview some students and so on, too. And we're doing two other people. We're doing Bob Thompson, who is at Syracuse, and we're doing David Mark, who at that time, I can't remember where David was teaching, but his book had come out, Demographic Vistas, which is a wonderful book. I can't remember which of Bob's books was out by that time. So they brought a crew down to Texas. I was chairing the department then, so I had a nice office, and they set up in there. And the producer says, now, Morley will smoke in your office. I said, okay, that's fine. He didn't, actually. But we made some small introductions and small talk and sat down, and Mr. Safer turns to me and says, television, why bother? And I'm not easily flustered on those things, but I started in on this thing about, these are the stories we tell ourselves, these are the stories, and what I really wish I had done is just said, well, because you're here, and but it was interesting. It didn't turn out to be a hatchet job, but it wasn't terribly honorific either. He did interview about a half dozen PhD students who were doing all sorts of different things. One student from Algeria was doing stuff on international media, and other people were doing other things. And it aired, and I think a couple of former students saw it and wrote notes or something, but it didn't make any stir or anything. But it was just an interesting instance in the academic study of television that somebody would take it as an interesting topic. Not so much as something that's happening that should happen or shouldn't happen, but good enough for Sunday evening, And so that was a nice little moment. As I said earlier, I think I have a VHS of it, so I look back to see what my hair looked like, and my mustache was dark, and all those things.